How you doing, guys? So, there's been a happening recently. Uh, Ethan, quote unquote, Gunt Ralph, is quote unquote indirectly calling out Mr. Metokur on his shitty website. It's as well typed as you would expect from an online retard who destroys any and all connections he has with people whilst having little to no stability even in his personal life. So, let's see what the Gunt is doing. So, it's a 3 minute read, not too long, and it was published very recently. And I haven't actually visited this site in years. Uh, it's kind of disappointing that he doesn't even have like a dark mode. Uh, that's like the first sign that a website is very poorly maintained. It doesn't have a dark mode, and it has this really simplistic design. Okay, so what's he saying? I'm gonna do my best Ethan Ralph impression possible. So I want to let you guys, decide if it's cringe, if it's funny. Okay, here it goes. What must it be like to live in abject fear? Not the everyday variety. Life is hard, and we're all scared to some degree. Sickness, death, birth, life, the mysteries of existence. These things have torn at the psyche of great and lesser men since time began. Fear itself is not new. What I'm talking about is a different kind of fear. One that keeps you from leaving your house. One that causes you to change the name you were born with. And one that pushes you into deluding your fellow citizens into the nightmare COVID regime. Okay, so this part is kind of funny, keeps you from leaving your house. If you haven't watched PPP and Worski, they did like a Kino Casino and Pod Awful, who's another very entertaining content creator. He went to Ethan Ralph's house midstream and tried to give him some diapers and shit. And basically, Ethan, he during his stream, I think there was proof that he realized that Jesse was outside and he, I guess, left the stream a little to check and see things, but he didn't leave his house. So I'm wondering if this is like a reference to that event. Anyway, continue. All because at your core you are a scared old man who's simply afraid to die. You've never had any real convictions your whole life. You're proud of that even, or so you say. So yeah, he's calling out Mr. Medicare here. I guess Mr. Merker, he just does things for entertainment, for, the money. He doesn't have any convictions. It's a frequent accusation, you could say. In reality, you're a scared child, praying, hoping, wishing that you could escape your just rewards. You'll do anything, suck off anyone to avoid it. You simply can't live as you have portrayed yourself. It's too much. You cry about it in Twitter DMs. You whine to your fat Asian hog, but deep down you know this is what you signed up for. And you can't fucking stand it. Your entire life is a fabrication. You duck and dive and do whatever you possibly can to avoid the piper getting paid. You put your own family at risk. You do anything at all to avoid simply owning up to your own deeds. You have no core whatsoever, and whatever you do claim as personality traits are simply things you read on a message board. Most people would see this as a hellish existence. Because it is. Yeah, talking about hellish existences, I don't know, Ralph. Have you seen your kid lately? Gone into a car crash, you got into a fist fight at Portugal, you got your purse stolen, you're losing viewers. Yeah, hellish existence. You know what they say about throwing stones from glass houses and whatnot. There are mistakes I've made, to be sure, but I could never and would never live like a fucking bitch. Scared to leave my house. Scared of the name my daddy gave me. Scared of fucking COVID. Scared of anything and everything. It's all terror to you when the microphone is off. We all know it too. It's very easy to see a scared old man coughing up one of his last breaths in between lame monologues that weren't even funny 2 years ago, much less now. I literally would have rather died in the street the other day here in Lisbon than live like a fucking coward. If you can even call that what I described as living. Okay, so he's referencing his fist fight in Portugal. So presumably, allegedly, four guys. I guess one guy tried to rob him. He ran after him, and then three of his buddies ganged up on him. That's the Ralph version of the story. I'm not sure we'll ever get like a official like one that's backed up by CCTV cameras and stuff like that. I don't know if the Portuguese authorities will ever release that, just for us shit posters. Probably that's never gonna happen. But let's hope for the best. Some people are fine with the delusions. They are comforted by them even. I understand. I too used to love the thought of Santa Claus or the Easter Bunny or the Tooth Fairy, but there comes a time where childish delusions about a childless loser must come to an end. It's a natural course of life, you see. Well, if you actually live life, if you live like a scared old bitch, well, maybe you could continue in on your delusions. I won't hold it against you. The emperor has no clothes. He has no children. He has very few white blood cells left, allegedly. Maybe in another life he wasn't such a pussy. See you tomorrow night on the kill stream. Okay, that's it then. Apparently, Metokur left an extremely well worded and informative response. A 10,000 word essay. Let's see what it is. Lol. Yeah, that's. I can imagine Metokur doing something like that. So, I guess that's it then. Maybe this is Bridge Burnt with Metokur. I don't know about these people. Uh, who knows? Maybe he will give an official response. Maybe we'll just ignore it. Will we ever see a Ralph video like by Metokur, which is properly done? Like those old videos that he used to do. I'm not so sure. I wouldn't be too upset about it if it never came out. The one done by the guy called Kill All Pedos on BitChute, he's done a. I think he's given us what we want. He's given us a very good, like something Metokur would do, and I think even Metokur endorsed it. So yeah. Uh, so well, good job, Ralph. Yeah, you've just one more like bridge you can add to the burnt list, I guess.